it will be Maryland with a basketball again. They are coming off an impressive win against Ohio State on Thursday. Here's their five-star freshman, Queen, but he's a little out of control.
They cleared out that whole side, and Cam Heide hung in there. Got a good contest.
SWB audio captured, not registered.
Purdue, that tough loss at Penn State we talked about Thursday, 81-70 with all those turnovers. In the corner, open three. A good look, but off the mark. Look at Heide flying through, but we're going to head the other way.
I thought Maryland in that Ohio State win Wednesday came out and set the tone with their pressure. They took the Buckeyes spirit. It's going to be interesting to see just how can Purdue execute against pressure defense coming off a game on Thursday where they did not handle it well.
They're back home in the friendly confines of Mackey Arena. 79th consecutive set out of bounds.
Well, something to watch for. That's the second possession now where we've seen Braden Smith come off a ball screen. Maryland in that drop. Braden Smith has had a lot of success against drop coverage throughout his career. Penn State was aggressive. They were up just like Marquette, hard hedges. But there's that drop, and we'll see kind of how Maryland plays that throughout this game.
Braden Smith, this time he'll stop and pop off the back iron. Braden Smith, of course, preseason Big Ten Player of the Year. So good at distributing the basketball.
His number is off the bounce, down from last.
The sophomore from Indianapolis can fly, and he ties us at 2 with an emphatic putback dunk. That gets Mackey energized. Here's Queen, 18-footer. Yes, he's got everything in his game.
I think Kevin Willard said it best. He's not going to be here very long. Purdue trying to load up on that post double. You got Trey Kaufman to find a body, even though they're not matched up. No one finds Miles Colvin, and he just comes sprinting in from the perimeter and throws this thing down.
For son of Purdue football legend Roosevelt Colvin. Pretty good family of athletes. And there's a foul inside on Maryland.
I'd say dad plays in the NFL 10 years, sister an All-American volleyball player at Purdue.
And speaking of good families with athletes, Julian Reese picks up the foul. His sister Angel, of course. Matt Painter. Good defense there by Queen.
Eric Queen with that length didn't even jump and block that shot.
Miguel on the wing rolls around and out. But Maryland is a much better three-point shooting team than a year ago.
No question. Last year, they were just hoping for anybody to make a shot. It's a totally different deal this year in College Park.
Kaufman rim, pretty left hand.
That's the area of his game where he's really worked at it. Getting to that left hand, going to that right shoulder.
Good minutes off the bench, number 6 for Maryland. Rodney Rice sizing up Burgess, giving it up. Miguel tries to split him, can't finish. Up ahead for Lawyer. Lawyer attacks and deals. Jakari Harris has it knocked out of bounds. That's freshman on freshman, and 2 good ones there. Queen defending Harris on that play.
We talked a lot about Derek Queen's offense.
Shots from deep so far. Reese, catch and release, short.
Kind of short-armed it. They cleared out that side. Reese got a good look, and he's certainly done a better job this year of expanding his game a little bit out to that 13, 14 feet area.
How about that nifty move by Smith?
But just so physical there with Jay Young. And Young, a guy that's come in here, played his role, guards the basketball, can make a 3. Nice job by Braden Smith at getting to his
out.
Rodney Rice. This is a pretty contested shot. Good defense by Jakari Harris. Long rebound leads to this run out. The feel, though, of Braden Smith. You're looking at Jakari Harris. He feels Fletcher Lawyer just trailing into the play. Really well done to just flip this thing back and get Fletcher Lawyer an open shot.
Out.
Rodney Rice. This is a pretty contested shot. Good defense by Jakari Harris. Long rebound leads to this run out. The feel, though, of Braden Smith. You're looking at Jakari Harris. He feels Fletcher Lawyer just trailing into the play. Really well done to just flip this thing back and get Fletcher Lawyer an open shot.
Doing it at the next level in the Big Ten. Here's Berg. And there's that height advantage.
The one thing about Berg is he has been efficient on the year, 90% from the field. That's a pretty tough bucket on Julian Reese.
But on the other side, Rodney Rice from the wing.
Well, you get some dribble penetration, and Rodney Rice just 3 of 16 from 3 coming into this game. He can certainly make shots from the perimeter, but good to see him get that going and dial one up.
Maryland, 3 early.
Similar actions today. Julian Reese has been back. They played the drop. We saw it on that last Braden Smith jumper where he's been able to come off, and if you pick off Gillespie, he's going to have open opportunities from the mid-range.
I think Braden Smith, and you said it earlier with the feel of that pass back to Lawyer, his vision and feel probably as good as anybody in the country.
There's a reason that he's 3rd nationally in assists per game. He's just a guy that makes the game easier for his teammates. He can
going to look at Maryland's schedules. They haven't really played as tough of a schedule as others, but they have defeated the teams that they have played that may be of a lesser level by 30 or 40 points.
They've won with big margins, which was not always the case last year. The Villanova come from behind win. Eric Dixon is going nuclear in that game, and I thought the way Derek Queen went at him and matched him, and they found a way to win that one. The Ohio State win, really impressive. I really like this Maryland team. I think that there is no doubt in my mind that both these teams could, but he did a good job of staying with the play. I think that the points in the paint battle has gone Purdue's ways early on, but Maryland is more than capable of evening that out quickly. I like Reese going against the freshman. Maryland putting Riley Burgess in some action and making him guard a really good play.
And Julian Reese, free throw shooting the last 2 years a struggle. This year it's been much better, over 70%, but he does miss the first. He gets the second. And look, Braden telling him he thinks he did something wrong there.
It's just one where you get your signals crossed. Maryland going back to that 2-3 zone. Purdue's tried to beat it with the ball screen. Cam Heide cutting, and Braden Smith thinking that he's just staying there on the perimeter.
And look at the 7 turnovers against Penn State in the first 10 minutes. Again, they had 24 in the game. Much better today.
Oh, man. He looked like he was going to lay it up and then changed his mind.
And nobody was there to defend him. And there is Julian Reese right to the rim. And Maryland back in front by 1. And pressure leads to an open 3 by Heide. Well, who's there? It's Colvin, but this time he misses the putback.
Go to Queen. They had him. Selton again.
Purdue radio crew. Bobby and Rob look alive. But how about Derek Queen? So good around the rim, Rob.
He really is. And just the ability to rebound the basketball. It's Julian Reese. It's Derek Queen getting on the offensive glass. Taking that one down 9%. Purdue with just 2 turnovers. So Matt Painter has to be happy about the way they've handled Maryland's pressure. And for Maryland, their damage has been done beyond the 3-point line. 4-9 from 3, just 5 of 14 from 2.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Last year, folks, was colored tie today, but
SWB audio capture, not registered.
I've got whatever my dry cleaning has available.
27-25 Maryland here out of the under 4 media timeout.
We don't all have 15 suits to choose
All right. Let's see if Purdue can find some better offense to choose from here. Both of these offenses continuing to struggle a bit. Braden Smith, that is a tough fadeaway shot.
Yeah, it's about as well to
Anderson, James Breeding, and Keith Kimball so far.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
2 of the fouls. And he continues to have a slow start today.
Purdue will take that look. You get him to the middle of the floor with his right hand. Queen kind of almost allowing it to happen. I'm surprised he's not shading harder to his left shoulder.
4 points so far, 2 of 7 for Trey Kaufman-Renn. NBA range for Gapare. And a long rebound to Lloyd. So he came in with all the accolades, but Rob, you mentioned it. He had a little baby fat.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Stepping on the Maryland campus.
He looks great. You look at his numbers for a freshman: 16 a game, 8 rebounds. Over the last 4, he's averaging 18 and 9. Also 3 assists. Efficient from the field. He's been great at the rim. Has been efficient posting up. He has played like a five-star prospect, and there's no doubt that
Smith's new beard this year. A lot of hair changes here for the Boilers.
Well, you notice the special things in these games.
He got the bounce, so he will be able to exit.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Back in here with just under 51 seconds to go. Hey, coming up, we'll get you the State Farm halftime report in less than a minute. Stay tuned for that. Right now, Maryland up 3 on Purdue. Galette from the floor. Here is Trey Kaufman-Renn. Taken away.
SWB audio capture, not registered.
What a tough finish.
Boy, get to the body of Cam Heide and then switch hands to the left there. That was beautiful by Jacoby Gillespie.
Wide open. They left Lawyer. You cannot leave Fletcher Lawyer that wide open.
Yeah, you get 2 on the ball and just no one matching up for Maryland. Good recognition by Braden Smith, but that's a definite breakdown. Be a process, but they are making strides and getting better at doing just that.
Around the glass, they are so dangerous that time. Reese with the tap back.
Maryland's really
SWB audio capture, not registered.
He's such an asset, and it just hasn't gotten going. Three-pointers not falling, and Purdue kind of searching for some rhythm on offense.
Again, a 42% three-point shooting team coming in, but as Robbie documented, struggling today. Smith had it poked for look, and then he'll try to tie it, and he does!
SWB audio capture, not registered.
Gillespie, no! And now Purdue can grab the lead. And if they do, the roof's going to come off Mackey, but Queen has other ideas. Maryland got up by 7, but Purdue trying to go up 4 here, and Will Smith is catching fire.
There's that drop coverage, Brandon. Braden Smith is coming off, and he's the points for Purdue in the second half. It's been all Smith, Trey Kaufman-Renn, and Fletcher Lawyer. The big 3 for Purdue. The best players playing like the best players, and that lid coming off the rim. Finally, some threes going down.
So how will Maryland respond after the Kevin Willard timeout? Trying to get it into Reed.
He's got that back pedal like Marc Gasol used to do, right back down the floor.
Trey Kaufman-Renn. And a travel. Jeffrey Anderson is going to say that C.J. Cox shuffled his feet.
Some happy feet there off the ball fake.
Maryland trying to win here at Mackey Arena, something that few people do. For just their second win here since joining the Big Ten during the 14-15 season.
That 15 team was talented.
Do this time. That's Lawyer with a foul.
Fletcher Lawyer again matched up with Julian Reese. It's a tough cover to block him out, but I think if I'm Fletcher Lawyer, I'm asking the officials, what am I supposed to do? This is what you're taught to block out. Reese leaving his feet, and they're calling that because of the whole undercut rule.
Second foul on Lawyer. Without Queen and Reese on the floor.
Trey Kaufman-Renn was going to be in our laps right there.
I would have run for the exits. Lawyer scored a tough finish. He took a shot in the unmentionables there to put Purdue back up 51-50. I think he's okay, though.
Thanks, Doctor.
The Lawyer name will live on. In the corner, 3 for Rodney Wright.
I've seen Maryland run. They've played a lot more man-to-man this season, but today that's not necessarily been the case.
Trey Kaufman-Renn, that's not his game.
Shot 60% from 3 on the year, but really low volume.
Yeah, it was just 3 of 5 before that. It is in his arsenal, but a bad miss there. Well, the 2-3 zone from Maryland, what do you make of them playing more of that?
Well, I asked Kevin Willard before the Ohio State game why they hadn't played as much of it, and he said they just haven't.
That's the Trey Kaufman-Renn that's been on display for most of this season. He's got 13 now. Gillespie driving dish.
Look at the way they're guarding Harris Smith. Fletcher Lawyer just in stopping the ball, and there's Derek Queen's first 3 of the year. It was just a matter of time. The big fella has shown off pretty much every facet of his skill today.
And another tie.
There's no doubt Maryland has had a terrific program over the course of their basketball history, but this team is going to have a chance to be special, and that's saying something at Maryland.
Out of the timeout, Lawyer got a great look, and now a double-double for Queen with that rebound. Well, Queen let it go again. Oh, okay. So he missed his first 11 in his college career from deep, and now he's hit. Go to Trey Kaufman-Renn. He'll take it. Oh, I thought he was going to do it again.
But now it opens up this stuff. You've made a couple. You've got to close out different. Now Derek Queen can drive it even more.
Gillespie off the mark from long range. Braden Smith always with his head on a swivel. Kaufman-Renn attacking the freshman. Finishes.
What a strong take there. Good patience. Braden Smith so under control.
And they'll let him hear it.
Well, Julian Reese has fought foul trouble throughout his career. The difference is that this year Maryland has the depth to withstand some of that stuff.
Serenaded as he takes a seat with still almost 6.5 remaining.
Oh, look at that, man. Gillespie so quick to the ball.
Felt like somebody might trip over.
No, I mean, I just feel like in these types of circumstances, a lot of the time, you just walked out of that thing. It's not like, I don't think somebody stepped on the back of his heel.
No, I was waiting to see somebody step on it too. Might need to tighten that a little bit, Jacoby. Oh, look at Derek Queen navigating. Lost it. Tries to get it back. And he throws it away. Braden Smith. He'll help.
It has to be the strong side low man with the size and length of Derek Queen. That is such a tough guard.
That stops a 10-0 Boiler run as we approach the 4-minute mark.
That Braden Smith. Kapari was late.
Kaufman-Renn going to try to do it himself here. Got it back, lays it in.
He's stuck with it. Kapari's got that length, and Trey Kaufman-Renn, even though it was blocked, never gave up on the play.
Kapari took a good pop in the face as he rolls. That's 6 on Purdue this half, so the rest of the way both teams will shoot. If you're just tuning in, Julian Reese, senior, one of the leaders for Maryland, he's fouled out, so they're without him the rest of the way. But their freshman Derek Queen has been the story. Gillespie trying to curl it around. Heidi knocked it out with. Is electric. It's an 18-5 run, largest lead of the game. And Kevin Willard, he knew he needed a timeout, but now, Robbie, he has none left.
Had to stop the bleeding, and you got
actually early, but right now it's the Boilers who have the 8-point advantage. Smith patient, gets the screen. 3 to shoot. Left hand high off the window.
It doesn't get any tougher than that. Defender on your hip, Derek Queen on the contest. Braden Smith puts that to the top of the backboard with his left hand and finds a way to finish. 2 possessions, you're just running out of time.
Yeah, it's tough. If it had been a minute 15 on the clock, maybe you play it out, but yeah. But now you certainly don't want to foul with 8 on the shot clock. Texas A&M Saturday for the Boilermakers, and then Auburn. Talked about how tough their non-conference schedule has already been.
Maryland playing with serious pace here. The new rules in college basketball make it so challenging for secondary defenders to take a charge. And Braden Smith clearly is still shuffling those feet, moving to his right. Good take by Selton Miguel, and an opportunity for 3 to cut this lead down to 4.
Keep in mind for Maryland, no timeouts for Kevin Willard.